New Beekeeping Club is keeping students with their personal development by enhancing their educational experiences.
So Lori Wallace climbing up things to go towards the bees, something she normally would never do. And she's live in Fair Oaks finding out what all the buzz is about.
You know, I got a new fit, Court, and now I'm comfortable around the bees. I got a new fit, and now I'm on the roof with the bees. But I am staying in this corner for a reason, because my bee friends are right over there.
Oh my God.
They're right over there.
Lori does not do
So
bees,
Amy
if
got me up here a
anybody's
couple of different ways. She said they're not interested in you. They're
Okay.
busy, they're working. I said, great. She said they're all girls, they're sisters. She made me feel like it was fine. So here I am up on the roof at Meraki High School in Fair Oaks with the Beekeeping Club. I have Tony and Mason and a new guest who just came up. Who's this?
Taya.
Taya. Okay, so you guys do all the work in this club. Let's talk a little bit about how this works here on campus and what you guys are able to do.
We meet every Tuesday, and normally when we're doing checks, we just check for any sort of pests or diseases or anything that might be harmful to the hive. For the most part, they just take care of themselves. We don't need to do any cleaning. For the most part, we don't need to do any feeding. We just make sure that there's nothing that's going to take over the hive and make sure they're doing what bees do.
And what's the deal? You're not wearing any gear. What's going on?
We're standing on the part of the roof where they're not really interested in us right now. We're not bothering them. Yeah, the entrance is on the other side, so we're not really bothering them. So
Now,
why
did
would
you
they
have
bother
any
us?
fear of bees or anything before you started in this program?
No, not particularly. Especially after I heard they were very peaceful and they just kind of mind their own business. I decided that it would be cool to be around them. When we're doing inspections, I gear up, but right now I'm not wearing anything because I don't have to.
Okay, now what about you? You've been a part of this club too. Let's talk a little bit about the experience and what you like about it. Not a lot of high schools have this opportunity to be hands-on in a situation like this.
It is a rather unique situation, having a couple of bee boxes on top of a shed in the middle of the school. But yeah, it's nice having that experience, because before the club I never would have even thought about beekeeping as a thing that I could even reasonably do.
Yeah, and here's my problem, Court. There's nowhere to run. I'm on a roof. I've been in situations where bees have frightened me, and I have ran. But where will I go now if I feel uncomfortable around the bees? So, Amy, unfortunately, you're going to have to step over here if we're going to talk, because I don't think I'm going to go over there. So, talk about this program and having these kids. I mean, I'm joking a little bit about the bees. I love gardens. I love pollinators, but I do get a little uncomfortable around bees.
Yeah, Meraki High School is just really setting the bar high. You know, there are very few schools who are willing to do as many hands-on projects and practical learning as this school offers their student body. This is just one more shining example. They had a garden project that they expanded on, and they expanded it to include beekeeping. Obviously, beekeeping is a real novelty for students to join in a club that's dealing with a wild animal, but we learn about ecology, we learn about honey production, we learn about the life of a bee, but we also learn about empathy, about the ability to manage your own impulses and stay calm, about the fact that things that we often fear, as you're pointing out, it's a very common fear of bees, can sometimes be misguided or a little bit off, and that's a good thing to explore.
Yeah, well, they certainly have a great teacher, and you up here working with them, teaching them all about it. In fact, when I first came up, they were like, uh-oh, there's a bee, and they scooped it up and moved it out of the way so it wouldn't get on my open-toed, feet over here. Otherwise, I'm covered. The bees can't get me. It's just my toes. I'm all in. But again, Meraki High School, this garden is gorgeous. They're growing artichokes, all kinds of fruits and veggies out here. It's beautiful.
Awesome.
And now this is just another asset here on campus to have the Beekeeping Club. So thank you, Amy, and thank you, crew, for talking me into getting up here and getting over my fear.
How do you feel right now?
I feel okay.
Yeah?
I feel okay in this corner. I feel good in this corner.
Lori, Cody and I are
Comfy in
so
this
proud of
corner.
you, because we know you don't do bees
No.
at all.
And as
I
somebody
don't.
that spent a lot of time being put in a corner, I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
I had a different hat on, though, when they put me in the corner. Thank you so much.